What's going on, everybody? It's Donnie back at you for another little review. Merry Christmas to everyone, by the way. Uh, Hope everybody had a good and safe one. But this review will be on the coil-master 521 tab, and this thing is awesome. Uh, can get, I guess you could say this is cloned off of, what is it, company called the Morning After or something like that. They got one, I guess they're original makers of one. It's called the Burning Tab Master, and it, as of a couple of days ago, I looked at it online, was 220 bucks. One of these can be had for 35 to 50 bucks depending on where you get it at. This one was sent to me from coil-master to try it and do a review on. And thanks once again, because this thing has been awesome to use. On the back it says features ohm meter, voltage meter for mech mod or regulated mod, coil rebuilding deck, coil burning, table mod, reverse battery protection. Some of the specs is resistance measuring range 0.01 to 9.99 ohms. Voltage measuring range 0.3 to 9.99 volt. Resistance, I think the firing resistance that it'll actually fire, as low as 0.2 ohms, which I got it to fire a 0.18. Connection 510 thread with the spring loaded firing pin. Charging 4.5 volt 750 milliamp micro USB charging input, and it requires one 3.7 volt 18650. Don't come with the battery. Guess we will adjust this camera to scroll down and look at. They also sent me one of the vape mats, the coil-master vape mats, and I love this thing. Like, I love it. It's kind of like the material that a mouse pad is made out of. I don't know what it is. Like, the bottom of it's rubber. It's really awesome, like, for building plus doing reviews, close-ups. It's pretty awesome. Probably won't be able to see it right, but I can kind of, hold on, I'm going to take you with me. See, it's really big. Alright, now I'm going to spin you back around. Oh, and the camera is down. Sorry, y'all. Alright, now here is the box it comes in. It's a rather large box, to be quite honest with you. And what you get in the box, you get a manual. It says coil-master tab, 521 tab. It's got a QR code, coil up to be master, has their website, and a little bit of instructions, and goes over the specs and notes and how to put the battery, yada 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 yada. And it comes with a little coil-master card that has something about a giveaway on the back. I'm thinking they might have remade these or done something different, because a lot of them that I've done reviews on, or saw reviews on, like, I saw some people complaining about some certain things that's non-existent on this one, and also like this red ring around here. You see that it lights up and stays lit up while you're checking your resistance or building, but whenever you put it down to the burn, the fire coils, and you push the button, it's supposed to light up. This one don't. Another thing I've noticed right here by the switch where it says off burn, if it would focus, where it says off burn and meter, it used to be right down under here under the battery compartment, and it's not no more. But a little bit about this, well, you get in the box the unit itself. It's really nice. Side says coil-master 521 tab. That's a sticker I put on there. It's got a little charger port right here. It's got a nice little screen, nice button, clicky button, and then your battery compartment, which on the bottom it tells you what kind of battery to use. It's held in place by magnets. A lot of people was complaining before, I guess on previous versions, like right here, 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 and here, that it was just some plastic nipples, and I guess it would spin around on them whenever they was trying to build. So I guess the folks at coil-master listened and changed that, so it's not like that any longer. This thing, like, I honestly can't find really nothing bad to say about it. Only thing is I'm OCD with mods or anything that's got a removable back, and which of course this does, but only thing I don't like is it's got a little bit of rattle, but that is nothing really. So again, you get the unit itself, you get the manual coil-master card, you get this little thing right here, which you can insert it into the 2 leads right there and hook up your mech mod or little ego style mod, battery, whatever. Check the voltage on it, check voltage drop, all this and that. And then it comes with this little box of stuff, which is a little micro USB charging lead. I mean, a tiny one. And then it comes with the negative and black alligator clip leads with the 2 banana plugs on the end, which you also plug in right there. And I'll show you what that's for in a little bit. Let me get some of this stuff out the way. I know I already said this before, but shout out to coil-master once again for sending me this. Sorry, y'all, I had to have a vape. Okay, so what you do is just take a back off, slide a little tab over like you do with your mod. It tells you which way is negative and positive. Right here is negative, so just put your battery down in there. Fold this over, and then just put your back on. And push it this way, and that shows you how much juice is in your battery. And you see the blue fire button, that means that it's in the mode basically to fire your coils or use it as a mod. You flip the switch to the middle, turns it off, see no screen. You flip it up to the top, and it's for the ohm meter. Find something to throw on here so you can see. You see a little light lit up around there? I don't know if you can really see it that good. Hold up. Now you can see it. But it's supposed to, the ones that I've saw online, like on different reviews, whenever it was in burn mode, like that little red light lit up as you would push the button. This one, however, don't, and you could tell it's burning, see? But again, put it on a meter, it shows you this build is 0.31 ohms. So it's got a nice little deck so you can actually do your builds on it. This thing does it all. Like, I'm in love with this thing. And by the way, the ohm meter in this is like very accurate. My friend's got one of the USA ohm meters, and it's the most accurate ohm meter I've saw, and this says the exact same thing that his does. Now with these leads, what you use them for, plug one up into the positive, plug one up into the negative. You can take, like, if you got pre-made coils, something like this, which that's the RDA deck for the TFV4, the single coil, but you can take and get a piece of Kanthal and hook it up to these and measure the resistance, so you'll know approximately how long of a piece of Kanthal that you will need without having to waste nothing. Just hook it up to the alligator clips, and then right there it'll show you that piece of Kanthal is around 0.9 ohms, give or take. It keeps bouncing back and forth, but it just gives you, I don't know how accurate this is or any of that good stuff, or if I'd even trust them. Maybe if you would be interested in using this part, you could take and get a, if you got a local hobby shop or Radio Shack or some kind of electronic store, go buy a set of banana plugs and a better set of alligator clips and make your own with a lot better, more solid connection. Then the last little part, a voltage checker. Slide it in the same little prongs right there in the front. It goes over your fire button. You can take like the Ego style type battery or a Mech one, screw it onto here, and this will show you the voltage that's in the battery. You push the fire button on the mod itself, there's 3.82 volts of juice in this battery. Or you can also take and leave the mod screwed on and then attach a tank, RDA, whatever. Just get it attached, screw it on, and then push the fire button on the mod again. It'll show you resistance, but then when you push the button, it'll show you the voltage under load of the mod. It'll show you your voltage drop basically. It's pretty awesome, and if you want to be a nerd, you can just take and have it all funky something like this right here and just hit it. You know, use your imagination with it. I'm going to come back up a little. You can use this thing completely as a mod if you want. I guess it would be cool if you didn't have you only had one mod or something and say it broke on you. I mean, better than going to smoking some cigarettes. You should take this thing and take you a nice vape. I don't know, on a scale of 1 to 10 with this thing, I would give it a 9.5, just because I don't know if it's my particular unit or if it's something that they've changed or whatever. But I'm a big fan of the collars red and black. I'm a big fan of the LEDs on this, and I like how it lights up around there. And I wish that this one lit up when you push the fire button. I mean, it's on in fire mode and it's still not lighting up. I don't know if it's just something with this particular one or something they changed. I noticed the screen's different from the other ones too. Whenever you had it in fire mode, it had a picture of a little pipe right here on the screen, And also it had a battery meter on the screen like most mods does. It shows like a little battery, and this one just straight up shows you the voltage on the screen of how much juice you got in your battery. But it's not something that would deter me from buying it or recommending it. Love the fact that the firing pin is spring loaded. Like, I just love this thing all the way around. Like, I don't know about paying no $220 for the original Burning Tabmaster, but I mean, if I was going to buy this, I would pay as much as, I don't know, 70 or 80 bucks for it maybe. But you won't pay that for them. You can get them from www.coil-master.net or .com. You can holler at them on their Facebook page. A lot of websites has it. Like I said, this one was sent to me from coil-master, but I have researched them for quite some time before I ever got one. Have looked them up for the prices, and you can get one from anywhere between 35 and 40 bucks. And if something happened to this, especially after having one and being able to use one and see how they perform and function, if something happened to this one, would I go buy a new one? Yeah, I would. If you're into building your own coils, this and that, this is a must-have. Like, it's just everything. You can do everything on it instead of having to build on your own meter, then taking it off your own meter and throwing it on a mod to heat it up and fire the coils. You don't have to do that. With this, it's just all in one. Like, it's a very, very, very handy tool for builders. Like, I just couldn't see myself using any other ohm meter. And again, like I said, this thing is very, 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 very accurate. It goes from all the way, it reads from, of course, the whole number, but from the hundreds, like, yeah, to the hundreds, how it says like 4.12, or with your build, it say 0.31, blah, 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 instead of just like 4.1 or 4.2 or 3.1. Like, it'll show you exactly what it is, and I like that a lot better than just the two numbers. Like, give you a more accurate reading. So, all in all, my impressions of this thing is it's freaking awesome. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about it is just a little bit of rattle on the battery door. But other than that, I can't say nothing bad about it, honestly. Like, I really just can't say nothing bad about it. I received this on like 23rd or something maybe. And I was going to wait to do a review on it, but just I've used it every day since I've got it. And this thing is incredible. I have not used the built-in charger port. Like, I don't charge none of my 18650s in devices. I just charge them in my charger. So I can't tell you how well it'll charge them, if it'll put a full charge on them, this or that. I couldn't tell you that. Like, might try it whenever this battery dies or something, and then come back and let you know how it goes. It's about all I've got for this video. Hope some of you finds it helpful. I know a few people in my Facebook group has been, I guess, needing to get them a new voltmeter, and I needed a new one myself. Mine crapped out on me, which was a little cheapo E-leaf, just a little plain Jane little square box voltmeter. Had it for 2 years, but it finally crapped out on me, so this one came right in time. And like I said, after having and using this, like, I wouldn't go back to a regular voltmeter. I couldn't. This thing spoils you as a builder. Just put it that way. So even though I've said this a million times, shout out to coil-master for making this at a price that anyone can afford, instead of how the burning tab master and morning after or Friday morning, whatever the hell the company's calling their $220 price tag for virtually the same thing. Like, it's a bit absurd, but it is what it is. I'm really glad that coil-master came along and made one that everybody, like plain Jane, normal, poor ass vapors like me and others out there, can afford. So on that note, coil-master, thank you for the vape mat and the 521 tab. I really love them both, and I really appreciate it. Hope everyone has a great Christmas, or the few hours that's left of it anyway. If you're traveling these holidays, be safe, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I just hope it's a good one.